Brandon Lang. It's BrandonLang.com. Good morning, Brandon.
What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
Brandon, your prediction about the game there, the Green Bay Vikings game, didn't really come true.
Speaking of an HO, he's been waiting to say this to you for 5 days.
Yeah.
I can't crawl through the TV and make extra points to win games.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
I mean,
true.
He brings up a very good point.
People ask me all the time why I hate kickers, and it's not like, okay, I get if you miss 48 yarders or 49 yarders or 50 yarders, those are hard kicks to make. Those,
right.
I mean, you get in the late 40s, early 50s. Okay, I get it, but when you're 3 yards further than an extra point and you can't make that kick, I got to tell you something. I never felt I felt good about a lot of things in life. But when I woke up Monday morning and found out the Vikings released that piece of crap, I was so happy. I'm like, yes, goodbye.
Yeah.
See ya. You're out of a job.
And then they hired Dan Bailey, who got the same treatment from the Cowboys, and now the Cowboys kicker is just as bad. I mean, Dan Bailey's a good kicker. He just had a little bit of a rough patch, and they got rid of him.
It's unbelievable.
I want to start with college, if we could. It'll be a couple of weeks before we really know what Syracuse really is. But how about Syracuse?
I think on your show I picked them.
You did. You absolutely did.
I picked them. I wish I would have used them on the website, but I need a lobotomy at this point. I'm impressed. They, like I said, they put up that unbelievable amount of points against Western Michigan, and conversely, Michigan couldn't even put up those kind of points on them when Michigan played Western Michigan at home.
Yeah. And they did it, by the way, with a backup quarterback in the second half.
And to me, that's even more impressive.
Yeah.
UConn is just the other way here, getting blown out by everybody. What I do like in this game is I like over the posted total. I think UCF put up over 50 on UConn. I believe Boise State put up 60 on them, or close to 60 on them. I think Syracuse is going to get close to 60. I don't think the total is 69.
Wow.
I can't see that game staying under the total.
All right. Let's see. Tonight, the Jets at...
Well, I was just going to say, Brandon, we talked about this earlier this week, and I think I agreed, but in hindsight, I disagree. It's going to take a lot more than Syracuse blowing out UConn to get them in the top 25. You agree?
Yeah, I mean, the win over Florida State certainly helps.
Well, they got their first top 25 votes since 2011 this week.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to go on the road and win a game.
Yeah.
They're going to have to go on the road.
So I think the next 2 weeks. So they play UConn this weekend, and then it's Clemson, right?
Clemson following Saturday.
Following Saturday. So
now the game's in Clemson or at Syracuse?
The game's in Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get blown out there, you can kiss your hopes goodbye. But if you play Clemson tough and that's your only loss, and then you go on the road and beat North Carolina, or you go on the road
Pittsburgh. They're at Pittsburgh after that.
Okay,
yeah.
And there it is. They play Clemson tough and they beat Pitt and Pitt. They're in the top 25.
All right.
That's my prediction.
Tonight, Jets at Cleveland. What do you think?
I don't know if I have the cojones to touch this game. I got about 3 hours before I got to post my play on the website. We're on a little bit of a winning streak right now, so we want to keep it going. But the only thing I look at this game and say to myself, you have a team that's lost 19 straight games, and they're favored.
Or tied, in fairness.
Or tied. I mean, I get it, but I just can't trust. I like the under 39.5. I think both defenses are going to dominate. I think Cleveland played a preseason game. The final score was 6-3, 9-3. Their defense at home, but Jets defense looked good on Monday night, turning the lines over, I think, 7 times or 8 times. Can you trust Cleveland as a favorite against anybody? I think you can buy the half point with the Jets or buy down a half point with Cleveland and feel comfortable. My lean is towards the Jets, though. I would force Cleveland to show me they can finally win a game before I'm going to lay points with them.
How about the Giants? Giants at Houston looking for a win.
Yeah, they're in trouble here. They were so good as a road dog, just 9-11 against the spread since 2014. They failed on Monday night. I will say this about the Giants. They've now gone under the total in 9 of their last 10 games since 2017. So you're going to give Beckham, how much money they give Beckham, and he still can't score? Yeah. I'm going to ride the under in this game between the Giants and Houston.
Stat on the Giants, they've not scored 30 points since, I think, the last game of 2015. Wow. Consider that.
And they're facing a really, really good defense.
The best pass rush in the league, probably, right?
And Flowers is struggling. How are you going to protect Eli?
Mike Solder's terrible.
So you're saying, Jeff, that the last time the Giants scored 30 points, the Browns won a game?
Yeah. I mean, it's been that long.
Speaking of Andrew, who's talking, Green Bay at Washington.
Andrew, I'm taking Washington +3. I don't like your Green Bay Packers. I promise you, Andrew, I promise you. I don't know if I'd lay 3 on the road with their defense, which you saw get torched by the Bears, got torched up and down by Kirk Cousins. I don't know if you can trust their defense. This is their first road game after 2 emotional home games in the division, which is usually a letdown situation in Washington's defense. I think, take Washington.
All right, final question. You'll note that I'm not even bringing up the Bills in Minnesota, but I do want your take on Vontae Davis. He's now out talking, explaining this was all it just happened. It was for him. It was his moment, and he doesn't care what people think. He had to get done immediately. Have you ever seen anything like it in your time of watching and playing sports?
No, and it's arguably one of the most cowardly moves that I can remember. It just goes to show you that to the core, percentage speaking, the professional athletes that I've met in my life tend to be very selfish people. Yeah, there's exceptions to every rule, and you get guys that do it the right way. But there's a lot of selfish professional athletes out there. It's a me, get mine. Le'Veon Bell comes to mind, where you're in it to get yours, and it's about you. How much you can get, how much you can get paid. But at the end of the day, you're still a teammate to people. And to disrespect your teammates in the manner in which he did, to walk out on them in that game when you can't finish another 30 minutes over the course of a career when you've taken how many hits, and all of a sudden you're just going to call it, very cowardly. And I guarantee you he can say he doesn't care, but the backlash with social media and the way we are today, it's hitting him right to the core. And if he wants to try to sell us a bill of goods that he doesn't care in places, to borrow Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men, in places you don't talk about at parties, he's feeling the sting of this decision. It's going to haunt him for the rest of your life. Mark my words.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, give me fake an injury, for God's sakes. Have him take yourself out of the game, but just be like, I'm done. I'm leaving.
See ya.
I've retired. I've never. I don't know what he was thinking. But yeah, you take that many hits to the head. I don't know. Maybe that's it.
The management to an organization that took a chance on you, that signed it and gave you money, you owe it to them out of respect for the people who pay you.
Somebody's not playing because of you. Don't forget that. You took somebody else's spot, and this is how you repay. It's terrible. All right, Brandon. It's BrandonLang.com. As always, we appreciate it. We'll talk again next week. Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.